They'll start this drive out on the ground. And some room to run now. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Jackson's throw into the hands of Andrews. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. This defense for the Dolphins, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers. 3 of them, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
On 2nd down, Swan, and he'll get it out to midfield. Let's see, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Running game working, they'll stick with it on 1st down. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play, 2nd down. You talk about this Miami defense. They were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
And the big difference in the game, their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, the big difference in the game.
It was impressive. Now the question, can they duplicate it? From the 47 now, they'll work with a 2nd and 7. Now it's Jackson. They're looking deep here for Flowers. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
How about the challenge we're seeing here in this game early? Man coverage against some fleet receivers. That time, the defense won.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Jackson now. They're looking deep here for Flowers. And he knocks the ball away and it falls incomplete.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. To throw is Jackson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And this defense holds on the night's opening drive. Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. The drive starts with a run from Achane. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 7. He'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Anthony Schwartz with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Dolphins put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. Footing likely going to be an issue all night here on a rainy night, but this one is good. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number two, win your division. Number three, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number one seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Here now a 3rd down and 8. Jackson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. So they've got the football, and they'll start right on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Ravens force the turnover, and they'll take over at the 10. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, Jackson. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll run on 1st down. Swann. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 41 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
This pass complete. Jackson finding Andrews. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. And from the 42 now, here's 2nd and 2. Now a handoff up the middle. Swann. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Jackson from the shotgun. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Ravens first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
This is caught at the 20. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. They go play action now. Jackson. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. The The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And we are tied at 7.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane.
To number 28. The tackle made back at the 37-yard line.
2nd and 13. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Again, he'll drop to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
They'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10.
Up the middle, Achane.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
So from the 22, here's 2nd and 2.
Back to throw here. Forced out to his left. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Taking matters into his own hands, and he picks up 4 yards and a first down.
Well, here's your first example of how this guy can beat you in more ways than one, because they took away his arm, but he was more than happy to dissect them with his legs for that first down pickup.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense, because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them at the end zone as the first half winds down.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
They'll drop to throw. He's got him. Touchdown, Dolphins. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Sanders now to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10.
That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
First down, Ravens.
Up the middle they go. Swan.
Loose inside the 30. Inside the 10. And all the way in for the Ravens. Touchdown. A bit. His 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And we are tied at 14.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
Okay, ready?
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. Early in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak can have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. It's a big play there for Miami. 46 yards. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. They complete it to Hill. So the completion good for 7 there. And it's 2nd down. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
At the Ravens' 23-yard line.
From the 23, this is 2nd and 3.
Mustang 19. Riggs.
He'll look to throw. He's going to have to hook up the Schwartz. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Out of the gun, here's a give to Achane.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The Dolphins moving with a sense of urgency here.
A loss of 2 brings up
On play action, they'll throw. Flushed out right.
Yeah, to the sideline, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Odafe Oweh. And the Ravens are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. Their tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10.
Jackson trying to hustle his unit up quickly to the line of scrimmage. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson.
That's taken in by Duvernay.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
This 2nd and 4. And this play's still live. He faked the spike, going to throw it.
And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Jackson looking to throw on third. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A gain of 32 that time. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
79 Broncos. 19 tight. 19 tight.
Looking to throw. Rolling to his left. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
Well, the connection they've had has been excellent today, but not on that snap. I think he was asking just a little too much as he extended that play, hoping for one more completion with him.
18, 5 in. Ready.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down.
Open man here, Schwartz, complete.
The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
That's good for Dolphins. First down.
Ready, set.
10 at the 23-yard line.
Trap 60, trap 60. Go.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw, eluding the pressure right.
Now throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Sanders' kick is good, and the Dolphins have come back now to regain the lead.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have play. Number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
Only able to gain a couple there. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling, held it to an okay gain.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And they'll find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
2nd and 9 now. Out to his left.
Throw caught by Achane.
And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens 18. They'll set up a throw. Escaping the pressure right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Partner, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
A good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10.
Hey, check that. Bring it. Ready.
Back to the ground, Achane.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Achane is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
I have to laugh a little bit because he actually handed it off. I thought with the 2 touchdown passes he's thrown in this one already, he'd go ahead and fling and try and get a 3rd one.
Yeah, now from this spot on 3rd down, I think he'd probably throw it here.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about it. They won't even send in a running play here, I don't believe. I think they go ahead and try and throw it for a touchdown.
That is caught by Mitchell for a Miami touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Dolphins take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. He might take this all the way. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Ravens. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Well, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
Tucker with the extra point, and that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. For the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10.
Back to throw. He's got a man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
That's good.
Now Achane on 1st and 10. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25.
And the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. Flush to his right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
3rd quarter from Miami. This is 2nd and 10.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw.
A short one there to Freiermuth.
They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Sanders on for the field goal. A 38-yard attempt.
The kick by Sanders is good, and that will finish off this 3rd quarter of play. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. Sanders now to kick this one away.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Now Jackson on 2nd down. A short throw caught by Andrews. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Ravens first down.
Now Jackson on first down. Able to locate Andrews here on the out route. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Hey, report. Report.
Now a handoff up the middle. Swan. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory.
111 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for, a really good change of pace back.
Jackson on first down. A short throw caught by Andrews. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll bring up second down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
2nd and 5.
Now Jackson. Oh, he's got him in wide open, complete. And in for the Ravens touchdown.
Devin Duvernay.
29 yards.
And the Ravens are an extra point away from going back on top here in the 4th.
A very important extra point there, up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter.
Dolphins 27. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. This is 1st and 10.
Mustang 19, Cup 19, Cup 19, hustle, hustle.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
This will be caught. It's Waddle.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
And that throw there going to put him over 4,000 yards passing now for the season, maybe strengthening his MVP consideration.
And you figure with still a handful of games left to play, 5,000 yards is not totally out of the realm of possibility. The way he is playing, I think he's going to get there.
And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Again, it's Achane to the 36-yard line. Stop there. And not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
2nd down, 8 yards to go.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
He's back to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
I think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about that. Use one right here.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Here's first down.
70 Timberwolves.
Achane gets it from the gun.
I'm a little surprised right here. They've got 3 timeouts left. The clock's running down, and they aren't using them. Those timeouts do you no good at home. Use them now.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Now 2nd and 4.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
A run straight ahead with Achane.
And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. So it all rests now on the right foot of Jason Sanders. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. Footing obviously an issue in the driving rain. This one for the win. And his kick is good. Despite the rainstorm, a good snap, a good hold, and the kick went through. And it'll be a good time in South Beach tonight. The Dolphins have won the game.
What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell